finished the story!
And it's time. It's time for the main event. This week's main event is brought to you by John Cena whining in the ring instead of
Michael Cole having a padder.
Michael Cole calling him a prick. But yeah, not major stuff happened between last week and this week, but the big talking point we'll get to is John Cena has finally made an appearance and cut a promo. But let's get into the video. Fellas, how are we?
All right, not bad. Just plodding along, mate. 2 weeks out from Tokyo, so full on holiday mode.
Full on holiday mode. Matthew, how are you?
I'm not well again. Surprise, surprise. Dev, taxes, and Matt not well. What a surprise. I will be live for NXT tonight, though, so don't worry.
Just checking my bingo card for today's match.
Yeah, you taking that one off? Have you got Ted's top 5?
Yeah, Ted's top 5.
Yeah.
Matt's not well. Matt's doing NXT. I've got a couple more to get, but we'll see how we go.
That's fine. John licking Seth Rollins' arsehole from somewhere will come into it as well. You can take that off. And me with Roman Reigns.
It's not on my card, that.
Isn't that one not on it? That's weird.
No, not on this. It's not on this week.
Me licking Roman Reigns is probably on it, innit?
Yeah.
Just trying to find... Yeah, you guys trying to fish with CM Punk comments. Definitely.
Hey, I don't do that with CM Punk anymore.
I might pre-tick that one now.
Yeah, I'm not well again. I don't know why. It's pissing me off. I'm fed up of fucking waking up feeling like shit. But it is what it is. We move.
It's my club, my friend.
Honestly, if this is your club, I don't want to be in it. Sorry. But yeah, no. Other than that, I'm all good. Same shit, different day.
Good. That's it. Same shit, different toilet. But no, sweet. Oh, let's dive into it. We got anything breaking? Anything?
Anything worth
breaking news? Ted's got no hair.
The mullet is gone.
The mullet is gone. So we've got corporate Ted is in the house. Business. He means business now.
He means business. Have you heard him? You know, shame
like
man over there. Like a proper GM.
Proper GM, yeah.
Okay. There were 2 vignettes on SmackDown just gone. You probably saw one. The name has been revealed. It's the biggest surprise of them all, guys. Rey Fenix is headed to SmackDown. It has been identified. Mental to think it was going to be anyone else but Rey Fenix. We said it the other week. He needs to stay away. Well, me and John said it the other week. He needs to stay away from Penta and build himself up like Penta's done. Penta's now a household name in WWE. He's going to be on WrestleMania.
That vignette worries me though a little bit because that was a very, very luchador. I know he's a luchador, but it was very like a Rey returning from injury sort of vignette, like the generic Mexican masked wrestler vignette. Where with Penta, we were teased with logos and symbols, and then obviously it worked up to being Penta's. That was a very blatantly obvious. We're going to do luchador.
Rey's not like Penta though, is he?
No,
he's more of the clean luchador.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So that's probably why they've done it.
But it could have been a bit more imaginative. That's what I'm saying. It could have been a bit more creative with it.
Yeah.
But then again, he might not want to do that.
Maybe not. He might want to do the traditional luchador sort of thing. We don't know that. But for me, it was just, like I'd say, it was like Rey returning back from injury, sort of, promo sort of thing. It's like he's hopping on the ropes and playing around the ropes. That's what all of them do. You could have been a little bit more creative. We could probably write a better one for him.
Put him in the LWO. The other promo.
I swear, don't even fucking joke.
LWO's on Raw. We're all right. LWO's on Raw. We're all right.
I heard he's bringing back Lucha House Party.
Lucha.
Lucha.
That was fucking dreadful.
But all 3 of them were mint.
Hey?
All 3 of them were great as well. Lindsay Dorado, and them all, which is really good. Metalik.
That good, you can remember the names.
It's Grand Metalik.
Yeah.
I can never remember.
Please don't Sin Cara, but
Bad Sin Cara. Yeah, the other promo, it was smoke coming across the screen and it said number 4. Well, yeah, it literally said the number 4. Everyone's guessing that's Alistair.
Yeah.
It looks like it's Alistair. Looks like he's going back. Hopefully he comes back with his old music. Please come back with his old music.
No, he's going to get some new music that says his name at the beginning.
I don't think he will. I think he'll come back with his old one.
What the... Alistair Black. And then it cuts into his music.
ASMR shit.
Yeah.
Alistair Black is obviously coming to SmackDown. We knew that when Zelina got transferred over there. It was a bit too obvious because there was no reason to split Zelina up from the LWO.
Yeah,
well, the LWO been terrible.
Also, with the number 4, one of his last promos was the Fourth Testament. So they're just trying to do a pullback on that, I feel, as well.
Yeah. What are you going to say, Ted?
It's about Raw. But I'll get onto it.
Okay.
That's when we speak about Raw. They just clicked into my mind. It's something we said last night. Really caught me off guard.
Okay. Roadblock was last week. Roadblock was great. Me and Ted did the live for it. NXT Roadblock, it was fantastic. Hardy Boys and
Fraction was so good.
One of them, probably the match of the night was Ober and
Moose.
And Moose for me. Julie and Stephanie Vicaire was a great match as well. And then obviously
I don't understand how she's injured. I don't understand how Julia's hurt because she didn't look hurt.
Apparently, she's needed surgery for something for a while. They put it off, but it's not. Okay. It's not something that affects her, but she needs it doing. So I think this is probably the right time to do it with Stephanie Vicaire there.
Yeah.
Because once Julia gets back, Stephanie Vicaire will probably go to the main roster, and Julia will probably spend a couple more months in NXT before she goes to the main roster, and then Zarian, Sol Rucker, and Jada Parker will all get main event pushes for me.
Yeah.
Unless Jada's been called up and dead like Blair Davenport.
Obviously, I only watch bits and bobs, so I think it helps the writers of NXT out, one of them being injured, because you've got 2 big female stars there.
I agree.
And you're booking them. You've got to book them and Jordan Grace in and around the titles. So that means the like you say, the Soul Ruckers and stuff like that are going to suffer not getting a look at a title shot and stuff because we've got 3 big names there. So one going off injured is not a bad thing. And then when they come back, that gives them time to be the sole focus.
Yeah.
And if you look in the past, when the 3 horsewomen went out and left Bayley, that gave Bayley an opportunity to go forward.
To breathe.
And breathe. But then you had like Asuka coming through around the same time as well. And she went up not long after them. And then we got the likes of Nia and Carmelo and stuff that got to be, come through at their own time as well.
Shayna as well. And
it's not a bad thing, that injury. It obviously is a bad thing she's injured, yes, but it's not a bad thing for the roster that they're going to be able to free up a bit more space for them.
I agree. Moving on to AEW, there was a retirement tour angle that was gripping the world by storm.
It was part of my rant, and I told Tony to stop it, and he listened to me.
I say world, I mean gripping the Jarrett household by storm. Jeff Jarrett's retirement tour has been dropped by Tony. He felt like it was the right time to do it, as the momentum fell off from it. Didn't know it had momentum anyway, but AO. Happy? I know Ted is.
He picked the wrong time to do it. Do you know what I mean? It literally was announced weeks after Cena started his or did his. It's just like, no. I'll be honest.
John Cena.
Yeah, and I've said it before. You've said it. I can live without Jeff Jarrett on my TV. I'm not worried. Unless it's Kurt Angle coming back and actually trying to murder him. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, I wish. Well, there's the commentator we all speak about very highly, Mauro Ranallo. We speak about him very highly, and now he should be on someone's TV show at the moment.
Yeah, he should be.
He was backstage for Revolution.
Don't tease me like that, Matthew.
According to Dave Meltzer, Ranallo was backstage at Revolution. He revealed at one point a year ago there was some talk and interest in bringing him into AEW, but they never got serious. Ranallo was backstage at Revolution where he met up with the likes of Renee Paquette. Will Ospreay and many others. Naturally, fans want to see him obviously join AEW. Or WWE take over fucking Joe.
Don't promise that. Don't promise
Just gave me. I just want Morano back on TV, like every week. Morano. I think commentators. I automatically think of JR in the 90s, in the 2000s. I automatically. Then I think of Morano from NXT days. He was peak NXT, and he made it so much better with his little outbursts, these Mamma Mias.
Mamma Mia!
And do you know what? And I never really thought commentators can have such a play in how the show is until recently, when it was you that said watching SmackDown's a struggle with these two at the moment, and I watched SmackDown and I sort of like, fuck it is. The commentary's killing the storyline passions.
Yeah.
I like Barrett. I like Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett's not the issue.
I do like Barrett. Joe, at first when Joe came through, I was like, that's not too bad that. Now it's just like, it's forced. And I think what makes it worse, it almost feels like he's reading off a script.
Yeah.
Because he's not in the business until this.
Yeah.
Where we had Corey. Corey be able to rattle off naturally facts about these people. Yeah. Without it feeling robotic, like Michael Cole does, because he's been around them. And I feel like Morano gives that passion as well.
Yeah, he does.
I know it's just a shame that
the commentary is one of my gripes. It has been with AEW, and it was at one point with WWE when Kevin Patrick was the voice of Raw, and I'm like, the Irish guy, and I'm like, he's got nothing. There's nothing there that makes me want to go, like, let's watch Raw. It's poor. AEW is the same when they use Tony and Jim Ross, and it's nothing against Jim Ross in the back in the day. He's a legend. Tony's, to his own right, is a legend as well. But right now in 2025, I don't need to wear that. I don't need to wear Joe on SmackDown for 3 hours.
No,
it's boring.
If NXT's not NXT, if AEW, Tony Khan knocks my dog, all right, I need you to pick a commentary team for me. Excalibur would stay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd go and get me Monrano. Do it with Excalibur. And then I'd have a rotation of the third commentator between Taz, Nigel McGuinness, and Magic.
Magic. I know what you mean.
Ange. No, it's not Ange. Is
it Matt? No, it's not Matt.
Matt Menard.
Yeah, Magic Matt Menard. Yeah.
Yeah, Magic Matt Menard. I really enjoy when Magic Matt Menard gets on there.
Yeah.
I think he's on Collision more, so you don't get him often. Does the pre-show. But Magic Matt Menard, I'd rotate through them. If you're going to be doing 2 shows, have Taz on Dynamite and Magic on Collision, and then maybe bring, float between them, or I mean, if you can have Nigel McGuinness wherever.
Do you have is it the Ring of Honor guy as well? They bring in every now and
again.
Yeah,
he did this
good.
Week or last week's.
He's good as well,
and I really enjoyed it. This is it. He's got all these shows, right? Use them, but Tony Schiavone, if you want to keep him on, have him do like with Renee.
Do you not think
the male version of Renee?
This is just me being probably a dickhead, but when Tony interviews the women, do you not think he looks a bit pervy with the way he looks at them?
His accusations about his and Britt Baker's relationship's been questioned a few times.
Watch it when he's interviewing like Tony Storm or something. It's weird the way he looks at him. It's so weird. Anyway,
his
Mauro
relationship
Ranallo.
with them has been questioned.
Well, fucking so it should be. Mauro Ranallo, though, yeah, he needs to be on TV, whether it's AEW, whether it's WWE. It would help SmackDown by miles. It would help AEW by fucking trillions. TNA would absolutely make, but then I've not got an issue with Matt, whatever his name is, Aiden English.
Yeah, I can't think of his fucking name.
I can't remember his last name.
Yeah.
And Tom Finnegan, whatever his name is in WWE. What was his name in WWE? Tom. My mind's gone blank. Anyway, them two are fine on TNA, but adding Mauro in it obviously makes it an 8-star show because that's how good he is. Maybe we'll see him. Maybe we won't. He did.
Well, he's doing that Maple Leaf, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing Maple Leaf. He also did the commentary for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson match, whether you want to call it a match.
He does
on Netflix.
Bama as well, I think, on it as well. Bama. Cage fighting.
Staying on AEW as well. Ted mentioned it in the Revolution stream. They are going to unify the international and the continental to probably make the intercontinental title. Because if you put them together, that's what it fucking is. Apparently, Tony Khan wants to take away belts because there's too many. He's finally realised.
No.
Well, he fucks up with the international one because the international one was meant to be held by someone who was undefended on independent scenes all over the world.
Yeah.
And then I don't think it has been defended since Orange Cassidy took it the first time anywhere.
Pac defended it when he won it.
That's it. Pac was one of the first winners, though. And then I think when Orange Cassidy took over it, put it in the fucking backpack, and it never went anywhere. Pac defended it over here.
Yeah, he did. He did. Rev Pro Progress.
Which is perfect for Pac, though. If you had someone like Pac who does spend a lot of time back in Europe, it's perfect. Will Ospreay will want to spend a bit more time at home, make him the champion, and have him come over, film the footage, and put it on. Put it in like Collision. The main event at Collision is from Will Ospreay's title defense in Rev Pro in King York Hall. Put it on.
Don't ask us for that,
It
makes sense. It makes sense. But yeah, he's planning on getting rid of some titles. There's another lot of titles I think he needs to get rid of, and that's the trios.
No, the trios is good.
They're stuck. They're on the Death Riders. I've not seen them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Don't time down. It's stupid.
They need packaging properly. The issue is now is that the trios division is a really good idea, and if it could be done properly, but he's got them stuck on the Death Riders, and then there isn't many other choices of trios now, because we had House of Black, which Alistair's gone, or Malachi. You had
Gun Club.
The Gun Club,
which Chris Robinson's injured.
And obviously the Guns are not due back soon. You had the Acclaim with Daddy Ass, but they've split up. You had the Patriot could do it again because they've now got Kip Sabian.
Yes, they have.
You
had Edge and FTR.
Yeah, you could do it.
That would have been a perfect opportunity to take them off the Death Riders, giving it to them free.
Yeah.
I give it. If you're going to take them off now, give it the Ops. Let them free run it.
Yeah.
Because that gives them gold. That gives them relevancy again. Because it's a great group. I think it could die very quickly if they're not used properly.
Yeah. Which I don't think they'll be used proper.
I don't think they are.
It's like they're scared to. Ops is the one with Hook in it, isn't it?
Yeah, Joe Shabbat.
It's like they're scared of putting the plug on the Hook.
That is for me, right? If you want to package the Death Riders as this mean group that everybody is scared of, and no one can fight, no one can beat them down. If you want to package them well and find a group that can take them on and make it believable, the only group left is the Ops.
Yeah, I agree.
Doing Ops, and tell you what, give me an Anarchy in the Arena match with the Ops, where they just beat the shit out of each other around the arena.
Yeah, I'm surprised they've not even tried to do an Anarchy in the Arena with the Death Riders.
Anarchy in the Arena matches are good when you watch them at home.
Yeah, they're terrible in real life.
And
that's why I'll be watching it.
No, but I'm saying, like, it's good at home, and I think the reason maybe they pull the plug on it is, but I think the Wembley one makes me realise it's so hard to keep everybody entertained in it. Okay. So you watching at home was like, bam, snap. When we're in the arena, I don't know about Ted because you were on the floor or whatever, but when I was in the arena, you're trying to find where everybody is, and you're missing things. So, like, I'm watching Penta on the stage doing what he was doing with the ladder, but I miss Eddie Kingston literally trying to throw Claudio over the balcony.
That funny that.
And then you're like, right, well, they're there. Where's Mox? Who's Mox murdering? And then Thingy's mum comes out with the cakes, and so I'm looking at that, and I love them, but I love them when I'm at home watching them.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
And
agree.
another one they should do, give me the explosive death match with Mox with somebody.
No.
Do it fucking right.
Never again.
Yeah,
Never
let's
again.
do one of those again. Let's do one of those again. They're good then.
Listen,
there isn't a
when we get
number.
round to it, and the top 5 is your 5 greatest AEW matches, I will give you a spoiler now. That's in there.
You're on crack.
I fucking love that match because of how fucking bad it was. Do you know what that is? That to me, that is like watching a proper cheesy B movie, scary B movie, which is so bad it's good. That's what that match is. It's because it was the match itself was great. The ending was so bad it was excellent.
We'll agree to disagree on that one, but
Yeah.
let's see. You do you.
I thought it was entertaining.
It's fucking great. That's
I
it.
thought it was entertaining. Only because the ending was so fucking shit. It was unreal.
The best part about the ending was Eddie Kingston selling it and refusing not to sell it.
I think that's probably why I hated Kingston, you know. Just the way he acted it. Swerve has been in the news for comparing WWE and AEW. Something that fans do a lot. And they get very tribal with it. However, he's been comparing the companies rather than wrestlers themselves. People have compared WWE and Taylor Swift to WWE being Taylor Swift and AEW being Slayer. And how the two completely different. And you can't compare them. One's heavy metal and one's pop. However, Swerve has been on a podcast and said AEW is like Kendrick Lamar, while WWE is like Drake.
Oh,
I don't know the analogy. Why? Like that's. I get that bit, but why? Why is it? Ooh. Have I missed something in the news or something?
It depends on what he's trying to insinuate.
Well, I'll tell you the full thing before you go into it. So, speaking with Bootleg Kev, sounds like some guy around the corner who's selling stuff out of his boot. Swerve explained that what separates AEW from its biggest competitor, it's almost like you get the big box office movies and all that stuff over there, but over there you don't get green screen, you don't get wires. Can you act? That's what AEW is. You have to act in order to perform in our films. We're A24. The performances and acting have to be pristine. You can enjoy both, and both are successful, and that's the beauty of it. Kev took the comparison even further, saying AEW is like Kendrick Lamar, while WWE... Oh, so that's what Kev said. AEW is like Kendrick Lamar. WWE is like Drake.
Okay.
An analogy that first got brought up by Adrian Hernandez of Unlikely. So we've co-signed the idea, saying that in that case, AEW would be TDE, referencing Top Dog Entertainment, home to Kendrick. Kev also threw in another pop culture analogy, saying WWE Chicago Fire. I don't get this one because I don't watch either program. While AEW is The Wire, a grittier, more character-driven product.
Yeah,
I don't agree. I don't think AEW is more character-driven.
So maybe not character-driven, but I get what they're trying to go with like the Slayer. It makes more sense now. I've used the likes of Slayer and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I get that one.
It makes more sense. So you've got WWE, which is your family-based show.
I get that one.
They try and keep it,
as clean as they can do.
Clean can. Like the weapons and stuff. It's always a chair, it's a table, which is minimal damage but massive effect. Where AEW aren't afraid to cross that barrier. And that's where I think they go with the Slayer. And I think that's why they've gone Kendrick and Drake. Because Drake is... Mum and Dad's happy for you to listen to Drake when you're a kid because he doesn't really do much and he's quite poppy, relevant in charts. Take away the controversies behind what goes with it. Where Kendrick is your West Coast rapper that is talking about shooting, drugs, whatever you want to talk about. You know, the music for our time. Eminem and friggin' Backstreet Boys. That sort of thing.
It's like, actually, here's the comparison. It's like Eminem and Post Malone, Post Malone, your mum and dad are going to let you listen to all day because he doesn't swear. He's very clean. He's very that sort of rapper. Whereas Eminem swears, and it's like you get a bit of it's a little bit more intense.
The reason I used Eminem for our era is because if you cast back when Eminem first come, they want him banned. They want him off TV. They want him, everybody's anti because everything he said in his music. You look at AW nowadays, the needle in the mouth, the plastic bag, the curb stomp on the cinder blocks, the amount of blood that was in Revolution, the blading and all this sort of stuff. People like open their arms now because my kids are watching. Sorry, ETC, but you said it when they did the bag thing. His kids came in the room at that time and he had to explain it to his kids. They're trying to be different, and that's their way of being different, is by bringing that grittiness and darkness. I don't agree with the character driven because the character building there is pretty poor.
Yeah.
I do think right now that WWE do pip on character building. But that's because writers. Simple as that. We always say this every week. AEW need a writer to write matches, and WWE have got some of the best right now as it going. But as in product wise, I get the statement. It's Taylor Swift, the Slayer.
That one is more clearer.
More understandable for you, because I think obviously it's your music. You get that. That's you. Well, you can do it in your household. You've got you who is into heavy metal.
Just use the same thing, Taylor
sister,
Swift and Metallica.
Yeah, and you got your sister who's a big Taylor Swift fan. Who you know what I mean? They're not polar opposites, but you like different things.
Yeah.
But for me, that's what makes wrestling good.
Yeah.
That's what makes wrestling good. Because if I want to watch, because I'll be honest, there's days where I go, I just want to watch a good technical wrestling match. Bang on WWE. I will probably scour what's network, but Netflix now and watch a Kurt Angle match from Kurt Angle Shane or something like that for a good technical, but and then if I go, do you know what? I want an absolute bam bash. I want to see some blood. I want to see some gore. Where's Swift Hangman? Where are they? And I'm looking for that match. Or I'm looking for the death match they had a few weeks before. They each have aspects as well. Because if you like I could tell you, great, if you want to watch a really good promo, I could tell you both promos. But it depends what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is. And I think that's why I like wrestling as a product so much. If you're in a mood for a certain thing, one of the companies out there, and I'm not just saying the top two, because you can go TNA as well.
Yeah.
You can go, if dig deep enough. I was going to go search for, which I need you for, Ted, which reminds me, and a hardcore match, a cage match in New Japan, the War Dogs against the United Empire.
Oh, yes.
I need you to send me a link to that one.
Okay.
I think you like that one.
Well, someone nearly died. Hinari nearly
it's just
died.
the way you went,
Yeah.
Time and time
So I watched the Will Ospreay interview the other day with Chris Van Vliet, and he went into that match in a big way, and I did say I need to find that match now and see this for my own eyes. I already know that's going to be bloody and gory, but I want to see it because of how he described what bloody and gory it is, and that's it. I don't know about you guys. I know you're very WWE, and I know you do pick up in little bits elsewhere with we say to you, Matt, but you've got to admit there is times where you go, I'm going to go watch that Swerve Daniel Bryan all in match again because it was so good.
I will
probably less.
I have not gone back and watched it, Swerve. However,
I just picked it out. Yeah.
No, I know you did. I have watched. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not gone back and watched AEW matches. They're on YouTube, and this is all because Triller isn't on PlayStation. If Triller was on PlayStation or they had it on a streaming service, I know they've got Amazon Prime, but I'm not paying £30 to watch a pay-per-view. If they had it on PlayStation, where it's easy to access, I'd probably go back and watch it. I would do, because it's there, it's at my hands. Whereas if I wanted to watch AEW, exactly, if I've got to watch AEW, I've got to turn on my computer, I've got to go to Triller, and then I've got to unplug my HDMI, put it onto my TV. Do you know what I mean? And it's just not worth the fucking hassle. So
yeah, I think
in that case,
I do. Go.
I was just gonna say in that case I haven't, but I would do, and
Yeah.
it would be a lot of recency stuff because I always started watching it in 22 when we started. But I'd love to go back and watch some old stuff. But when I'm on my computer here, I'm distracted doing something. I'm not watching anything. It's when I'm playing Football Manager late at night, when I'm trying to chill out, and then I'll have WrestleMania on my TV. Maybe then I could have like AEW, for example. But again, on Trilly, you've got to pay for the fucking... If you've not got them, you've got to pay for them.
I feel like this is where I don't know, we know it's a slight little tangent off from what they originated, but I feel like AEW are doing themselves a dishonest service by using Triller. I know they've gone into Prime, but that's for pay-per-views. If they create a partnership with Prime where you paid $9.99 a month,
yeah,
pay-per-views are thrown into that. You get the back catalogue. They've got the thing is they've got the best amount of back catalogue as well. Because they've not just got AEWs for the last...
Got Ring of Honor.
You've got Ring of Honor, which is... if it's Ring of Honor programming, it doesn't matter if they're in WWE now. They've still got the rights to show that. And there's some Ring of Honor gold matches of Punk, Seth, Daniel Bryan. There's so much there. I feel like that they need to pull a finger out on that side of things. Because I think that there would improve viewership, make it easy for people to watch.
If it's available on a streaming service, like on PlayStation or TVs, everyone will go to it and watch it.
Yeah, and I know Prime. I know they've done it with Prime, but like I said, that's just pay-per-views. But yeah, that's what that conversation's about. It's sort of like night and day, in some shape or form.
Yeah, no, I agree. Let's talk about Cena.
Well, I have one more bit of news that we haven't been brought up, and I knew you may have overlooked it. I meant to bring it up last week, and I forgot. A certain wrestler has announced when he will retire. We have 5 more years of this wrestler.
It's fucking Rey Mysterio, isn't it?
This one's going to hurt me big time when it comes. John Cena's retirement is nothing. Seth Rollins has come out and said he will wrestle from...
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I forgot to mention it.
Till he's 49, which is 2030.
We're getting to that point, mate. Roman will be doing the same soon.
We will see... I hope it goes down a blaze of fucking glory. I don't want a retirement tour for Seth. I want Seth to murder someone and then just not come back. Ride off into the sunset. Go and be a postman.
A postman?
You need to watch the
Posty Seth.
Yeah. You need to watch the Will Ospreay Chris Vinley thing. But yeah, so Seth's announced he will retire at the age of 49. Now, Seth has also come out and said, I need to find this interview, if it was the same interview, that he wants to be the one that takes over from Trips as head of creative. So
I don't know how I feel about that. He's not sent me wrong in any way.
So let me put it this way to you then, Ted. If I had said to you when Triple H was 5 years away from stepping away from the ring, because he only retired really last year or the year before, if I said to you when he was at the peak of his career, Trips is going to retire in 5 years and he wants to go into creative, would you have felt the same way?
I mean, we kind of knew he was going to do something in that when he married Steph.
Yeah.
So we knew if people if someone's gonna lie and say no, you're lying. As soon as he married Steph, you knew that Vince retired.
Yeah, we knew he was
giving it to Triple H. It was happening.
Yeah, she would have given it to Shane if he was ever going to. He would have given it to him
by
now.
Yeah, Triple H never got married to Steph. Shane was taking over. As soon as Trips married Steph, that was it, done.
I think Seth going into that world would be a good thing.
I think it would be good.
If he's given the right guidance,
building
up to it, and the right tutelage and works with the right people around him, I think, when Trips is ready to sort of slow down a bit, I can. I could think of safer hands, but I couldn't think of a better person to take over. You look at him, he is... He's Mr. WWE.
The issue you're gonna have there is, and I don't, depends what you believe and stuff and shit. But if it's true if that's true, then and Seth wants to take over creative, you're gonna have CM Punk in charge of NXT.
I don't think that's. I think that's a short. If that happens, that's going to be a first short time.
I don't think it is, mate.
Don't think
he has got his hands in NXT with Sean. He's already doing it now. He's there. Week in, week out, he's in NXT helping Sean. I don't think that's a short thing. I think once Sean says he's done, and he wants to spend time with family and shit, I think that's when CM Punk takes over that. I don't think Roman does anything. I think once Roman's done,
Roman's done. Roman's going into movies.
I don't think he'll do that. I think he'll wind it down because of his leukemia is not fully gone. He takes tablets to make sure it stays where it is.
Yeah.
AJ, I could see AJ going to creative.
AJ sounds like AJ. So with AJ, I can imagine him being his fucking kid's American football coach or something like that. That's what I can see AJ doing.
I'd think AJ. I think AJ going to creative, but he'll be like a part-time creative. I think he's the one that'll go down the family line, like he's saying.
To be fair, he could go down, and I am sure I'll have to find it, but I'm sure he mentioned something about NXT and working in NXT.
He wants to work in NXT. That's who I would make the long-term replacement for Sean. And that's take away my bias and my issue with Punk. That's my long term. I think creativity wise, I'll put this. Punk's had people to give him his creative guidance for the majority of his career there. I know he did a lot in Ring of Honor and stuff like that. I get that. Where AJ's had to create a character and manage it on his own for most of his career with like New Japan. Obviously, I don't know how it was in TNA because he was squeaky clean. Then 1 minute he's wearing the leather jacket and hating everybody. I feel AJ would be more creatively better.
I don't agree. I think it's about the same. I look at Punk, and this is not me trying to wind you up or out. I look at Punk, we're having a serious conversation, and I look at Punk, and I can see the creative side that he does in. So if you watch any of the backstage stuff on YouTube to do with CM Punk, like doing in-ring stuff with Trick and Roxanne and Cora and Ridge, I think he helped Ridge gain his confidence back at one point because Ridge was just on the verge of calling it a day. And Punk came in when he came in, and when he set foot in NXT, he was like, right. And he sat down and had a full-on conversation with Ridge. I can see more from Punk than AJ in terms of NXT creative. I'd love AJ on the main roster creative. I think that'll probably do AJ more, being on SmackDown creative or Raw creative, depending on who. Obviously, you're looking at Ilya Dragunov, for example. Or Bron Breakker. I see AJ more of a main roster more than NXT. I see Punk more NXT, but I could be very wrong. I could be fucking the other way around. I don't know.
Listen, obviously, with this conversation, we're only looking at obviously. I know I brought the Seth part up, and also we're looking at Punk and AJ and stuff like that. You got to remember, there's people there now that could easily step in to replace Sean. Very easy. I can give you one name straight off the top of my head, and it's a young talent. That Matt Bloom. Lee ran it pretty much for a little while, didn't he? Yeah. There when Matt Bloom, TJ.
Yeah, TJ.
TJ would. He's had his.
Willie Reeves.
Well, I think Willie Reeves is riding out now.
Yeah, I think it's his health that he probably don't want the stress of running NXT.
But the like TJ and Natalia could run it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were picking on there, but yeah, that little bit of news there. Yeah.
Going back to Seth, I'd like to see Seth run NXT. I'd love to see Seth run NXT.
Well, I think he could do what Trips did, run NXT. Why Trips is still in charge?
I think with Raw and SmackDown being PG, and you can't really. Well, you can because you go fuck yourself and shit like that. But
Hey,
I think
Rock,
NXT
go
is.
fuck yourself.
I think in NXT, I think Seth could get his hands dirty and say, right, we're changing it up a bit, and we're just going to try and make it back into as much as I think it's on the same level at the moment.
I think if ROH wasn't bought out by Tony Khan,
oh yeah, I think
Seth would have bought that out and rescued it.
100%.
Yeah, defo.
100%. And again, and I know you don't like him, but Punk as well, because Punk's speaks highly of Ring of Honor. It was his best days, so Punk could have done it. But obviously AEW had done it and doing fuck all with it and kind of ruining it. But yeah. That's Seth and he's retiring. We're coming down to that time where the likes of them people are fucking coming to an end. Roman, Seth, AJ, Orton.
Kev, Sammy.
Do you know I would have Orton beat the world title thing? Take over Flair. I would have Orton more than Cena. Orton's not gone away. Orton stayed. He's not.
But Cena's actually now you turn him heel. He's not the squeaky clean guy anymore. I suppose. Well, he is. So with Orton, so for me, Matt, Orton's got the same problem as Flair.
What?
He's got a grey past. Cena's been squeaky clean throughout everything.
I don't think it comes down to that. I feel that the reason that Orton is not going to get it, or he could, we don't know, he could fucking go and give him it. But the reason Orton's not getting there is because John Cena's gone on to be a megastar, and an A-lister, where Orton's stayed in wrestling. I think if Orton had been given the opportunities to go on and make fucking Peacemaker and doing that sort of and being Fast and Furious and stuff, I don't think we'd be talking. We wouldn't be sitting here talking about John Cena turning heel, going to WrestleMania face Cody. We'd be sitting here talking about Randy Orton going to take the beat Ric Flair's. I think because John Cena becomes so popular, that's why we're in this position with John Cena, not Orton. And I will go out and say the same with Jeff Hardy. We talked about it briefly the other week. If Jeff Hardy carried on and stayed clean, I don't think we would be sitting talking about John Cena being the one that's holding the titles this time.
I agree again.
I reckon Jeff would have smashed it by now.
Yep, totally. Absolutely. But yeah, I'd have Orton. He's not gone away. I know he did what he did in the past. Fucking hell, we've all got demons. I
don't reckon that record will last long. You know.
No, I don't.
I reckon that record will be smashed very, very quickly.
I'd have Orton take over.
Where's Seth? How many titles has Seth won?
I am literally just Googling that now.
I don't know, you know.
I'm having a look now.
I mean, it gets a bit. Do you include NXT? I suppose it's not
World Title
Championship.
But they include everywhere for Ric Flair, don't they?
Yeah, because it's called a world title. NWA world title, WCW world title, WWE world title. NXT is not a world title.
There's only one Ring of Honor once world title.
Yeah, so that's a world title, so you'd class that. And then you're looking at his WWE titles and his Universal.
Do you know what?
And World Heavyweight.
He's not even fucking close.
I didn't think he was.
So you got one Ring of Honor, 2 WWE championships, 1 World Heavyweight Championships, the inaugural.
2 Universal.
2 Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not even close.
Yeah, I didn't think he was. I think Roman's closer than he is.
I think Roman's around the same.
Roman's had 3 WWE titles. He's had 2 Universal. Yeah, so he's the same. Because he didn't he didn't do anything pre WWE.
Yeah, and I think as well though. I think when we're talking these guys,
what's
you've
AJ?
got to remember. You're talking all these TNA ones, aren't you? More than anything.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Let me pull
I've already got it, mate. with Roman and Seth, they've come through an era where titles stayed on people for so long.
I know.
Where John Cena was, 1 week he'd win it and then JBL would take it off him the week after, and they flip flopped for fucking 3 weeks, and that sort of thing. AJ, title.
If I remember rightly, because I watched a quiz the other day, and it was Cena on, I think Trips is 13, Lesnar's 13. I think Taker's up there because of world titles. No, not WWE titles, world titles.
AJ's nowhere near.
Is he not? I think the next closest is Triple H on 13.
7.
I think Triple H is on 13. I think that's the next closest. And he's retired. So then you're looking at Brock Lesnar. And he's gone.
You're looking at 7. If you're just talking major companies, because obviously he's got his independent scenes. So we'll include New Japan and Ring of Honor there. He's on 7. Oh, hang on, where's his WWE ones? I think it's 8 actually.
He's on 9.
Is it 9?
Yeah.
So he's just below Brock. And he's retiring soon.
So AJ's got 2 WWEs. He's got...
Which is actually travesty, by the way.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it is. He's got New Japan, he's TNA run. He's got 3 NWA world titles, 2 world heavyweights, New Japan, and he was twice NJPW. So yeah, it's 9 total.
The record for that to be beat, we now look past. We're looking at the Braun Breakers. We're looking at Gunther, maybe
Damien.
I'm not saying, but the era of Dirty Dom, them lot, that sort of stuff. I think Finn is on the border of both of these two at the moment, but I don't think Finn's going to.
I don't think he's going to get anywhere near it.
No, if anything, the quickest. Yeah, the Universal. But yeah, we're looking now at the guys coming through. Your Trick Williams, your Overfemis, your Ethan Pages, your Ricky Saints.
But you say that, Ethan Page is not that young. Ricky Starks is. You people that are coming through. Damian Priest, you mentioned there. Damian Priest is old.
The thing is now, though, I feel like the era of titles changing more frequently is gone and past. So be like the Triple H Rock era where it changed all the fucking time. That's past. They're very happy to leave a title on somebody. Look at Cody. We won the rest of it.
Fucking change fucking titles on shows now.
Yeah, but not the world title. But Cody will walk in the WrestleMania night 365 days as champion. Not once during the reign did he drop it. Roman's got that 1,000-day whatever.
Yeah, he has my tribal chief.
But you know what I mean? So there's opportunities there for people to have more title runs.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
Because we had that 1,000-day.
Hell yeah. Gunther.
So,
Kaiser.
So Cody's only got 2. He's been NWA world title. And... 3. No.
Did he not?
No. He won... So he's done... In TNA, he didn't have any.
Did he win NWA?
He won the NWA, all in. He won... He didn't have anything in AEW.
He took himself out.
He's had 3 then.
Yeah, so he's had 3.
Japan, NWA.
He won the US title.
Did he win the big one in New Japan?
Nope, he won the US title.
2.
Ring of Honor. For any of the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, so then he's at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had 3.
Okay. So yeah,
I'm sure you're looking, like you say, Eli, Braun.
Yeah, you're looking at Ilya, Braun, Trick, Oba. Javon Evans.
Actually, where would Bobby...
Dirty Dom and that sort of stuff.
Dirty Dom, JD. How old's JD?
He's young.
But we're only looking there at WWE. You look at fucking Will Ospreay, Swerve.
Actually, I'd be interested where Will Ospreay is. Will Ospreay must have got a few.
No. Unless you're going deep into the independents, Will Ospreay hasn't got a world title.
How many is Mox won?
So, one. Oh, Mox, actually, yeah, Mox would be a shout.
AEW and New Japan, he's won 1 WWE.
One.
And before that as well.
It's 3 times in AEW, I think.
One. Well, Ospreay's only won 1.
What's that one?
NJPW.
I didn't realise he won the big one.
Yeah, but during COVID.
How old's Will Ospreay now? 23?
31.
Oh.
31.
Okay.
Will's, yeah. I only realised that when I watched that interview the other day that he's a lot older than I thought he was.
Oh, fuck. Do you know one thing that annoys me about Will? Sorry, Ted. One thing that really annoys me about him is bruv.
What's up, bruv?
Stand it.
What you saying, bruv?
He said the other day, though, he only says that when he's wound up and annoyed and he's ready to punch
Dynamite the other night.
Yeah.
I hated it. And he's telling the story of his wife, and I'm like, this is just the worst promo I've heard. It's not the worst promo, but it's just an awful promo. You can do better than this. Because I know
Mox has got 4 AEW. Now, we're only staying with the big boys.
1 WWE, so that's 5.
2.
Plus in New Japan.
6.
3.
1 WWE.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, he's got a lot in like of CZW and GCW and stuff like that, but you wouldn't take them in consideration.
No.
Yeah, Kenny's got 4.
So yeah, we're looking at the future, the NXT stars.
Yeah.
They're the only ones to be able to break John Cena's record now, unless they give Orton a run on it, but I don't think we will.
They fucking should. Roman, 4 WWE titles, 2 Universal titles. So he's had 6. Yeah, 6.
So unless we're flip-flopping some titles around.
Yeah, because he wasn't in anything prior to WWE.
No. So that holds him back a little bit on the getting the extra 1 or 2 in there.
2016 most overrated superstar of the year by Wrestling Observer. Fucking sort your head out. Twat.
That's what I believe.
Yeah, Cena then. Oh my god, my voice went well high then. Sorry. Cena. What a promo.
Pre-puberty. Matt returned there for a second.
Yeah. John Cena. I thought it was so good and do you know what? I'm so glad he didn't come out with a new theme and different attire.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have thrown it all out.
There's a Chris Van Vliet video. I need a fan. He's done an interview with Chris Van Vliet recently, and he talks about it if he goes heel, this is what I'm doing, and he's doing everything that he said.
Yeah.
This was planned, and that interview was done. He knew this was coming. I thought it was great. I absolutely thought it was brilliant. I think it was done right. He come out to his own music. He came out in his fucking
jorts
and his Brussels themed t-shirt and hat and with the towel. And he's right. And I like the way they did it. We want a heel theme tune. We want heel theme merch.
Yeah.
But I use the word we. I mean, when I say we, I mean the wrestling universe here. But we never wanted John Cena. Well, John, I'm telling you now, because I know you watch the show. I fucking watch you. I always watch you. I've been a fan all the way through, John. Maybe not prototype days, but I have always been a fan of Big Time John. I always got annoyed when people were booing him because the respect that he deserves for what he does outside the ring as well. And I always go back to he fucking carried the company on his back when it was pants. And we didn't have nothing else to watch. The one thing you could rely on was fucking John Cena putting out a match for you.
Yeah, I fucking know.
But the only thing I didn't like, he took Ava that killed the front row in the full John Cena.
That was hilarious, mate.
That was so good.
I felt
best thing about the whole promo that.
The thing is, the kid didn't realise he was on camera. He's just like,
I know.
But no, he gave me
I'll
the
tell you,
passion
Cena,
award.
I hated you in 2010. You did my head in. You should have put over the Nexus. Nexus should have been bigger than it was.
Fuck the Nexus.
You fucked it over. Wade Barrett should have won a world title that year.
Fuck Wade Barrett.
You fucked over Dolph Ziggler.
Fuck Ziggler.
Have you heard this, Ziggler? I love Dolph Ziggler. Fucking obviously not. Fucked over Matt Cardona, pushed him off a thing, and stole Eve.
You did?
That one I draw a line at.
No, you can't do that now. You said you love Cena no matter what. You can't do that. I hated him in 2010. Couldn't stand him. I was fed up with him with that world title. When Batista won it at Elimination Chamber, I was so happy. It was unreal. And then he fucking won it back at WrestleMania.
Batista and John Cena, you could call the adjustment or altitude era. You could just call it the Batista John Cena era for me. Them two eras, because that's what it was. They were fucking great. I prefer Thugonomics and Chain Gang John Cena to Fruity Pebbles John Cena. I really do.
To what?
So do I.
Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, you said something else.
No, I didn't.
Fruity Pebbles or something. I was like, I've never had them.
But I get why he was the way he was till he turned with that because of the Make-A-Wish Foundation and stuff like that, and I fucking love it. I love the fact that 45,000 people could be shouting John Cena sucks, but John Cena can leave that arena happy with that as a little kid in his little t-shirt shouting Cena rocks. I was with him last night. Absolutely. It was right. We don't deserve what we want because he gave us everything for, what's he on, 20 years, did he say?
Something like that.
For 20 years, he's given us everything in that ring. And then 90% of the time, people saying John Cena sucked.
Should have put over Umaga.
All right, I will let you have that one. That's a travesty.
That's when I hated him. 2008 is when I started hating John Cena. When he didn't put over Umaga.
And another thing, right? What you fans have to remember, John Cena was stabbed and it was never fucking solved.
Yeah.
John Cena was stabbed.
Until recently. When Carlito admitted it.
No, he didn't deny or admit it.
Exactly. Well, yeah, so, yeah.
So, yeah, John Cena was stabbed in a nightclub and then was on SmackDown that following week for you. Fucking hero. No.
Would you hate John Cena if he joined Vince McMahon's new company? If he ever started one? Because we know Matt Riddle wants to be there. He's come out and said, if Vince starts one, I'll be there. And he's also shat on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but that's another story.
Matt Riddle is on the line of joining an elusive crew with Ryback. That's a tough one, and I think I can only answer that truthfully.
If it happened.
If it happens.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
Because that's like me turning around and saying then, how would you feel if Taker went in to be a booker for Vince and his new company?
Wrong person for me.
Yeah, I know, but 90% of the wrestling fans would be.
Right, okay, yeah.
I'd idolize him. They'd be like, yeah, I don't know, but that's it. Yeah, I wanted the full heel turn. I sent you a picture of him in a black hoodie and all that, but the way they did that last night, chef kiss. And I don't know if you guys noticed anything. To let Cena come out, do what Cena wanted to do, and say. And then brought Cody out and Cena didn't say a word.
Yeah.
Because they protect Cody from getting absolutely cooked by John Cena on the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
That promo battle is not going to happen.
Ted said it last night on Raw. Why is Cody not just attacked Cena? And I said it's not what Cody does. He waits. That's what Cody does. That's his character. I would have liked to see some kind of confrontation, but then again, it's like I've been thinking about it because last night when we finished, we had a bit of a chat on TikTok, and I said I weren't excited for anything at Mania, but probably Charlotte and Tiff because I'm really on the Tiff bandwagon. and the triple threat. So for me, I don't want him to come to blows at all. I want to save it for Mania.
Yeah, I don't want a promo back and forth between them. I want if John Cena's out there cutting a promo, I want him doing it on his own. If Cena comes out, he shuts up and he says nothing.
Or if he's not there, he has a vignette and he pisses Cody off because he's not there.
Yeah,
that's the way I'd build this now.
I think the importance of this is you could very easily point out probably one of Cody's weakest points, his promo work, by putting him in the ring, trying to cut a promo against one of the best at it of all time.
Promos are great, aren't
they? If John Cena goes full Dr. Thugonomics on Cody, he's buried him before he's got him at Mania.
Roman and Cena in 2017. Promos between them were shit. What do you say, Ted?
The promos that were...
I can't hear you, mate.
Attack, whatever it was.
Yeah,
the line was.
Well, no, that was that Cena? I thought that was against Corbin. That was Corbin.
Oh, that kid's Corbin.
But like the promo when Cena and Roman came together, Roman forgot his lines, and Cena's like, "It's called a promo, kid," and he had to remember it, and I'm like, I wanted that so much between Roman and Cena that when it happened, I wasn't really asked. I didn't want it. I was pissed off. So having them separate and not like the promo battle thing, I don't want that.
I feel like if you need a promo where it's back and forth, you bring The Rock back to do the bit of back and forth from Cody.
Yeah.
Like Cena goes and says something, The Rock puts his hands up and moves him to the side. Yeah. That adds on to the emphasis that he sold his soul to The Rock as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in for this now. I'm in, and I said last night, like, hurry up and give me my to Zoe when I was watching it. Hurry up and give me my heel merch. Give me a black Fruity Pebbles t-shirt and a black cap. I don't want it no more. I don't want it. I actually want. I did like the colours last night, but I would probably get a John Cena shirt for Mania if I can get the money together before then. I do want to see Nation one from the American shop, but I'm not paying $29 to get it shipped to the UK.
Yeah.
Bastards. Which really pisses me off, by the way, EuroShop. I'm coming back into this one on John Cena. You've got so much selection for my size over in the United States shop. Some of the classic C Nation shirts and stuff like that. Get him on the fucking EuroShop in my size, you pricks.
I had a thought on how we can fix that, by the way, that I'll speak about after this. So we may have a solution to the problem.
You going to America?
No.
Awesome.
But someone... Actually, Jay.
Oh, okay.
His mum and dad live in Florida. So we could have the stuff delivered to Jay's mum and dad's, and then when Jay goes over to see family, he can bring it us back. But then I'll trade him for the New Japan merch. The New Japan merch, I'm going to grab him from Tokyo. Then we trade.
Oh, no, it'd be cheaper to pay for the shipping from his mum and dad's to here than it would be from the EuroShop. Because it would not be $29 to ship it to the UK. But yeah, no, I think it's perfect. I enjoyed it. I think Raw did it the wrong way around, though. We should have seen that last, not first.
Yeah. I think Raw stuff. I said this last night, like, I'm losing interest in Jay and Gunther. Jay proper bosh last night, by the way. He did a top dollar.
Yeah, I seen it.
I'm losing interest. I'm fed up with Gunther just beating up Jay, and I know he said it's what he's going to do every single week, but give me something else.
Yeah, it gives that emphasis, though. It's like that emphasis that Jay's winning because he's getting beat down every week by him. Like, that makes it more. It for me, it gives. Yeah, it's boring, but that just reaffirms that Gunther's getting beat at Mania because he's beating him down every week. Don't
make me think that. It just makes me think of this story now. It's just there's no promos between them. There's no promos. It's why is Jay going against Theory and Waller? What's that got to do with anything? Why are they getting involved? Why is I know they said they'll be there for him, and they fucking haven't since. But why is Otis and Tozawa getting involved? This is between Jey Uso and Gunther. And if you need to bring anything into it, I said it the other week, you bring Kaiser and you bring Jimmy into it. I know you said you don't bring Kaiser because they've gone the separate ways.
There's another thing with Kaiser. I don't know if you've seen it. They're actually testing Kaiser as a face on the live events.
Yeah, I read it before.
I'll be against that.
But
I would.
Kaiser you don't have Kaiser as a babyface. Kaiser is a heel. You look at him, you hate him.
He's the natural. You've got two natural European wrestlers there that hate, and then Gunther and Kaiser. The anti-American thing that you always had throughout history in wrestling. Yeah, they're the perfect two for it. You can't. If they turn him face and try and run it, you might as well wish him best wishes in future endeavours.
Yeah. He can go live with Vinci.
Yeah. I'll tell you what they'll do with that. They'll line him with Tiffy.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, they will do, yeah. But yeah, I'm bored of it. I don't need to, I'm not excited for it at WrestleMania anymore. I'm more excited for the entrance to see what he does than the match. Where's Sammy? Is Road to WrestleMania? We haven't got Sammy anywhere. What's Sammy going to do?
We've got Kevin Orton now, haven't we?
Yeah, I know, but we've got no Sammy. Roman, this is another thing, and I love Roman. Punk weren't there last night. I know he's been pulled off some dates, but it's Road to WrestleMania, and you're trying to build up a feud between three people. They're not showing up every week. Cena is always just turned up. It's the Road to WrestleMania. You want everyone excited, and it's just flat. Well, matches that are announced now. What? Charlotte and Tiff is building up nicely. That's the only thing I can say that's actually building. Oh, Cody,
that one.
Cena now.
I feel that one's starting to build up properly this week.
Yeah.
With the brawl.
Yeah, Tiff and Charlotte's nicely building up. Cody and Cena's nicely building up now. Jay and Gunther's gone flat. Yeah. And then it's slowly, and I'm still not convinced with Io versus Bianca versus Rhea's going to be a good match. And it's nothing against all three of them. I just think they're better in singles matches than triple threat. Just for me personally. However, I might be proved wrong.
It's another for me. That's another Becky Charlotte Ronda moment.
Yeah, it really is.
We've got three superstars here. We can't book them in a single one-on-one because somebody's missing out there. Right, we'll do a storyline with triple threat.
Yeah, definitely. We still don't know what's going to happen with the Intercontinental title. We can guess. Are we having a multi-man match? Probably not. It's probably going to be Penta and Braun. Which I don't mind.
But then, I don't mind it, but I feel like it's a mixed opportunity with all these people recently coming out, going on comfy the Continental title. Exactly. Logan Paul, all them sort of people. We all had that Kaiser and all that. It's a missed opportunity.
And Pete Dunne as well was in there. Sheamus was involved. US title, it's just been changed. Why is it just... Well, we know Shinsuke, but he was there the week after. So there was no reason to change it. Tag titles have just been changed on SmackDown. Why have you not just give the Street Profits their moment at WrestleMania?
That one I didn't get this week. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it and I'm glad that they got the titles, but why not hold out for a few more weeks?
Exactly. Oh, and Kevin Owens is building up as well nicely. I will give him that. But I mean, at the moment, I'm not excited for WrestleMania. I'm more excited to see what they do with Stand and Deliver. But we'll see. It's always the way in it at the start of WrestleMania season.
This is it. We're not at the start. We're at.
Yeah, that's true.
We're at the end. We're in the final lap here for the wind down. You know what I mean? We got this European tour, and in a couple of weeks, and it's there. It's
a month today. It's 4 weeks today.
We've got.
It can't be 4 weeks today.
It's 1, 2. You're 4 weeks on Saturday. Sorry.
Yeah,
4 weeks this week.
Yeah, because we worked it out yesterday because we were working out your dates.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting to that point now where, like you say, Sammy, where's Sammy? What's Sammy going to do? Is Sammy not going to be on WrestleMania? No, he can't not have Sammy WrestleMania. What, we're going to have Sammy wrestling? I know it's not going to happen, but Johnny Knoxville again just to put him on the card.
Yeah, this is it. Like, your World Tag Team titles. There was no War Raiders last night. What are they doing? Are they going to be at Mania? Yeah, Women's Intercontinental Champion. There was no vignette from Raquel Gonzalez in an interview going, I'm going to beat her next week or anything. Chelsea Green's on TV week in, week out. Why are they not doing the same for Lyra?
No.
So this is where I say I rip into AEW a lot because the storylines don't get me going. I can do it with WWE easily because it's the same thing. Like right now, it's the build to WrestleMania. Am I excited? No. I couldn't give a shit, to be quite honest with you, right at this moment in time.
See what the promotion that I'm loving the most at the minute is NJ. I've enjoyed watching the New Japan Cup this week. It's been pretty good.
I'm like that with NXT. NXT, I love watching NXT week in, week out. It's exciting. You don't know what you're going to get. And that's how I want Raw and SmackDown. Raw's an issue, and I said it when it went to 2 hours. I said it was going to be an issue. They went from 3 to 2. It's not helped anyone. It's not helped the show. It's helped us because you're watching it at 1 a.m. But it's not helped the stars because Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark. I know Shayna Baszler's probably dead in the water, but Zoe Stark has not been seen in weeks. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter have not been seen in weeks. Your women's tag titles were around 2 women. One was in there just to build a rivalry with someone that wasn't even on TV for 4 months. There's Raw's lacking that last hour, and I know it was the middle was a bit of a drag, but there's no development in anything. We're waiting a week before we get something, then a week off, then a week back on. Lara Valkyria, we didn't see her this week. We'll see you next week. Then we won't see you the week after, but we'll see you the week. It's lacking. It needs that 3rd hour. You've got that many titles, that many superstars. Raw needs 3 hours, like SmackDown. SmackDown's issue is the commentary.
So the 3rd hour, yes, I get where you're coming from. I just think maybe there also is that you've got, if you're going to keep it short, because it's always been 2 hours, 2 hours 45 some weeks when I've been watching it. It's doing things. So like last night we had 2 Alpha America based matches to get 2 showings of Chad Gable. Because obviously we got Chad in the mask and Chad without the mask. You could have used some point at that time to promote somebody else. Agreed. It's using the time. So yes, the 3rd hour would help bring people in, but all right, if you're not going to do it, use the time well. I get it. We've got a potentially really fun storyline going there with Chad Gable, but we don't need to run 2 lots of promos on it. Well, actually 3 lots of stuff on it, because he had a promo backstage with LWO, asked him where he was. Then you had the match and he came out and he chased him.
But it's not him. That weren't him yesterday.
Yeah, that wasn't Chad in that mask. You could tell by his build. You could tell by his build. So I don't know who that is. Could be Ray Phoenix.
And you know Ray's got neck tattoos.
Nah, I was taking this. Right, but the first segment was half an hour.
I think that's Phoenix.
The first segment was half an hour.
That happens though. But when Rock turns up,
look at
how long Rock gets on TV.
No, that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't, like, for me, and I've said it all the time, you open and you close with your world champion. That's just how it is. And I know Cody was there, so you open with that. But that show is Gunther's show, so you open or close with Gunther. You didn't.
But I don't think the industry's like that anymore.
Yeah, but at the same point though, Cody is SmackDown's champion.
Yeah.
John Cena's going after Cody's title. All this work for this feud should be done over on SmackDown, not Monday Night Raw.
Exactly.
That is where maybe Jay and Gunther is suffering, because they're bringing the SmackDown titles and SmackDown promos,
exactly where I was about to go.
Over to the Raw show.
There's only one, 2 interbrand matches.
Yeah.
The triple threat between Roman, Seth, and Roman, Seth, and Punk, because Roman's on SmackDown, and Bianca and Io, because Bianca's on SmackDown. That's the only Roman and Bianca are the only 2 that should be flipping between both shows. Cody needs to stay on SmackDown, where it's his show, And see, just because they're in Brussels, Cena has to show up in Brussels. Like, no. Like, if he's going after Cody, it's Gunther's show. That makes Gunther look shit. Because he can't handle a show.
It once again goes back to that thing of the World Heavyweight title is irrelevant.
Yeah.
On its own show.
Exactly.
It's a mid-card title. It's a mid-card title on its own show. So what happens on Friday? So who's announced for Friday? Are we getting Cody Friday?
Punk, Roman Reigns.
Punk, Roman, and Seth. So that's fine because it's flapping between the two because Roman's on both shows. That is completely fine. But we'll probably have Cody in a
Cody and
promo
John
on
Cena
his
got
own.
announced for Glasgow on Monday night again.
Yeah. Why?
That's it.
To sell t-shirts.
You know what? That is probably why. That is why the feeling you've got now with Jay and Gunther is because that title is on its own show right now, leading up to Mania. It's a mid-card title.
I don't feel like Jey Uso's a main eventer. I don't feel like Gunther's a main eventer because you're basing both shows on. Now I know you had Gunther in Spain, but that's because it was in Spain on SmackDown.
But on SmackDown. Why couldn't you have done that on Raw?
Yeah. Exactly. So.
Because I know Gunther is on SmackDown again this week, facing somebody from where is it in SmackDown this week?
Bologna in Italy.
He's going to face an Italian-based wrestler.
Santina Morella.
Imagine.
Because when he comes to England, he's wrestling Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate.
Oh,
Super Tyler Bate.
He's just come back from injury. He's getting injured again. Yeah, like it's you're right. It's Jay and Gunther is lacking because of Cena and Cody. And
I think as well because they've got themselves into the spot where they've got these two massive matches that need so much promo time that unfortunately, I know one of them's for the title, which killed Cody and Cena, but the other one's not. But it's too big not to be given TV time. But at the same point, give it a respectful. You got to give the World Heavyweight that respect as well. So instead of John Cena and Cody Rhodes having fucking 30 minutes to themselves, I mean, did we really need to see John Cena trying to walk out the ring 3 times last night? No, we didn't. John could have come out and cut his promo. John's strong enough on a mic to talk over people booing him, singing at him. And you could have probably cut maybe 10 minutes off that promo last night.
But then there's the argument that people will use. Well, last year you had Roman, Cody, Seth, Rock all over both shows, but then the thing you've got there is Seth was going against Drew on night 2. Drew's Drew. He's the main. He was one of the main attractions that year. At the moment he's kind of like running around with Damien. For some reason, him and Damien kind of lost the way because they've been moved to SmackDown because Cody's with Cena. But last year we were all looking forward to Drew and Seth because Seth was doing double duty. He was focusing on the Cody Rhodes storyline, but he also had Drew, and he had to think about Drew as well. And he wasn't. He lost his focus with Drew, and that's what made Drew win. Right, that's the difference between it. At the moment, we've got 2 separate matches. We're seeing them on both shows, which is making other people not being on the show, which is then lacking for one title match in Jay and Gunther, where now it makes Jay not look as good, and Gunther, because we've got Cody and Cena on the show. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid booking. It's lazy booking. And I love Triple H, you know I do, but that is lazy booking. All because you want to get Cena and Cody on both shows, when Raw doesn't need it.
It's easier for the booking team to book 30-minute promo between John Cena and Cody Rhodes than it is to book 2 matches and that.
Yeah. I agree.
And like you said there, it's a merch selling thing.
Yeah.
John Cena turns up, you guarantee. John Cena could have come out last night.
That night.
Yeah. John Cena could have come out last night and personally walked around the arena and offended every single person on purpose took a huge dump in the ring and walked off. Tonight, he's at a live event. The shirts will sell.
Yep.
Cody's shirts will sell. But yeah, I get what you mean now. We delved into it more. The heat and the anticipation of Jay, and I feel sorry for Jay.
I feel sorry.
We've got to remember, Jay won the Royal Rumble, and all Jay's had since winning the Royal Rumble is shit.
Yep.
And now the company is shitting on him. Instead of going, right, fucking fans here, giving us a bit of grief about this. How do we help him? Let's give him the Daniel Bryan treatment.
Yep.
Let's fucking package him. Let's put him everywhere. Let's have him getting beat down by Gunther each week, but gets the upper hand the later we get into it. Later we get into it.
They could have helped it, and I know they plan these things way in advance, but they could have helped it by having him as one of the cover stars for 2K.
Yeah.
By having a Yeet edition. And you get...
I don't understand why they didn't put a Yeet edition in there.
Like, you got a Deadman edition. Do I really need a fucking old Undertaker figure as a character? No, but if you wanted to give it me in my faction. You have normal edition.
How many times have we had Taker editions?
Exactly. And so you have the normal edition, you have Yeet edition, and you have the Bloodline edition. That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
Then it would have gone, oh, right, okay, he won the Royal Rumble. He's on the face of the cover. I see him as a major star now.
Yeah.
Like they did with Rhea. Or Bianca. I mean, Rhea was already fucking stardom anyway, but you get what I mean. It's just lacking.
It is.
And it's because they're trying to fit in Cody and Cena.
And that's it. And they're ruining their own night one main event if it's going to be a main event.
It's not
good. So that's it. That's once again shitting on that title and that.
Yep. It's when Edge won the Royal Rumble and faced Alberto Del Rio in the first match at WrestleMania 27. When it should have been main event. But because Rock was involved with Cena against The Miz, they had to have that as the main event.
Traditionally, Jay Uso and Gunther should close out Mania.
Yep, damn right. He won the Royal Rumble. Or Charlotte and Tiff, because they won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble's close it out, but we're not. We're going to get, like you said,
triple threat.
I am more and more confident that Jay Uso's opening up WrestleMania.
Yep.
Which is so unfair. Unless you've got plans from a night 2 to do something.
Unless he doesn't do a night 1, he opens night 2.
He's still opening.
And then Jimmy's... I know, but to get the moment with Jimmy and Jay, Jimmy wins the US title on the first night. Jay wins the title on the second night, and then they have the moment. That's your feel-good moment, because Cena's going to win the title in the main event. Yeah. Which, again, is wrong, because then you've got a part-timer with the title.
Yeah.
And then we're back to fucking Roman.
Don't think he'll have it long, but I get what you mean.
No, I don't think he'll have it long, but I think they'll probably build up to Rock and Cena, and Rock will dump him. Yeah. And Rock will choose Jacob Fatu to go against him. So, anyway, we spoke for an hour and a half, mainly about John Cena and how much Triple H is, well, it's not, he makes the last fucking decisions, doesn't he? But at the end of the day, it's probably TKO. There's probably going, you've got Cena and Rock, and we want them in the main event, and the main thing.
Yeah, we've talked about John Cena, and we've talked about how they're getting close to fucking over WrestleMania. Not necessarily trips.
When I'm not excited for it, you know something's wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, right, guys, you know the script by now. We are wrestling fellas. We are wrestling fellas everywhere. It's so much easier now to say that. They do rattle off every single one.
Wrestling fellas _pod.
Yeah. We are wrestling fellas everywhere now. Get in that Discord as well. Join Ted for LFG on
not
Saturdays.
doing it anymore.
Are we not doing it?
No, it was just me and Ted and Dave.
So
I did join this week.
Yeah, I saw you joined. So we're gonna lay off it. When we've got more of a following on Discord, then we'll do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, more people get in it. We can actually do like actual watch alongs and stuff in there as well and stuff like that. But we need people in there. So yeah, join the Discord below. make sure you go back and onto the channel, subscribe if you haven't done it. Make sure you watch some of the other content that's coming out, 2K content, GM mode.
There's a lot coming out. So please
If
watch
you
them all.
haven't-
Please like them all. Comment on them all.
And I would say, if you want, it's probably one of our best videos. I would say actually the best video we have done to date. Go and watch the GM mode draft. Absolutely fantastic bit of work there, Matthew. Can't take
Yeah, well done, mate.
It's made me ill, but I did it.
But yeah,
You
so
did
go
it.
make sure you watch that. Obviously, because you need to watch that. That's the important one. You need to watch that to watch the rest of them. Set out there. Leave your comments. Leave your likes. Smash that follow button on TikTok and everywhere else. We've got Matt tonight for NXT.
Yes, NXT live tonight.
Yeah. I don't think we're anything Friday, are we? Because we're all working Friday.
No.
And then I think we still haven't decided, but looking like we're heading towards Ted again on Monday night, getting his
hours in before he goes.
Working his toiling.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, 100%.
But I might join him on that one. I don't know. Let's see how I feel. I was last night. That's why I didn't join the boys last night. But yeah, look out for all the 2K stuff, guys. With the 2K stuff, we're going to bang on a bit more than normal, because if we do well in that, could get a partnership, and the boys want the partnership.
Yes, we do.
Just bear in mind, if we get free copies of the game because we're in a partnership, one of you's get a free copy. So that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, till the next one.
Peace.
Peace.